Yo, what's going on? It's ItzSawk here, and today I'm bringing you guys my PCL Week 5 game against Rewt and his New Jersey Brobats. If you guys do not care to see this team builder, of course, the timestamp is on the right side of the screen. You guys can skip to that timestamp, and you guys will be taken right to the battle. But for the rest of you guys that want to see what the heck I'm bringing, let's get right into it. So, his team does consist of the Tornadus Therian, Z Komoo, Crocodile, Tentacruel, Electros, Z Pyroar, Magirna, Zygarde 10%, Explode, Celebi, and Mega Manectric. So this is the team I decided to bring. So first things first, identify the threats. Magirna, 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 Z Komoo, Magirna. I'm very scared of Magirna if you can't tell. Magirna has a, it's like Volcarona, has a tendency to just destroy me whenever I see it. So I'm determined to not let this happen again. So this is the team of 6 I decided to bring to do the best job. So first thing you see here is Scarfdog Trio with, it actually had Arena Trap in game. I guess this just imported wrong. So Scarfdog Trio here, Earthquake, Stone Edge, Toxic, Memento. The ability to be at Scarf with max speed, Adamant, outspeeds +2 Timid Magirna. So this outspeeds Magirna. If he shift gears up once, I can Earthquake it. It does 77% minimum. Next up here, as you guys will see, we do have Scarf Flygon here. Now this speed is to outspeed Modest Magirna at +2. So it's very fast. It's very fast Flygon. Earthquake and Tailwind and U-Turn and Bug Buzz, just kind of Scarf set, just good utility. Scarf Tailwind's nice in case something in the back wants to come on in, such as this next Pokemon, such as Specs, Dialga, Locaine, Earth Power, Draco Meteor, Ice Beam, and Flash Cannon. I don't see a Pokemon that's not dropping to one of these moves. Tornadus Therian, I Ice Beam. Komoo, I can Draco or Ice Beam. Crocodile, I can Ice Beam. Tentacruel, I can Earth Power. Electros, I can Flash Cannon or Draco. Pyroar, I can Earth Power. Magirna, I can Earth Power. Zygarde 10%, I Ice Beam. Explode, I can Draco. Celebi, I can Ice Beam. And Mega Manectric, I can Earth Power. So this moveset literally runs through this team. And the speed on here, I believe, is for a max speed Komoo on this set. Yeah, so Specs Dialga puts in a metric ton of work. Next up here, we have All Might, Mega Heracross, Pin Missile, Close Combat, Rock Blast, and Substitute. Max Speed F and Max HP, because I want to be able to take as many hits as I can with this and sub up. So this is really just to help me kind of take a Scald from Tentacruel. It is a roll to break a sub from there, so if I can sub up and keep the roll, so I can keep my sub up, nothing really wants to switch into this, especially because it's Mega Heracross and it's 206 attack with 4 investment into it. Like, it's just nuts. It's nuts. But yeah, so that is All Might. Next up here, we do have Zapdos with Expert Belt Pressure. You have Thunderbolt, Heat Wave, Baton Pass, and Agility. Agility, Baton Pass this week to pass in the Mega Heracross. So this does a metric number to this man's team. At +2 speed, Mega Heracross just kind of goes in and just starts destroying things. He has nothing really to outspeed unless he sets up a Magirna, but by that time, Close Combat 2 goes. So yeah, that is Zapdos. And last but certainly not least this week, we have the ItzSawk set. We have the weird set that why the hell is this here? What does this mean? We have Dragonium Z, Shell Armor, Torterra with Stealth Rock, Outrage Synthesis, and Earthquake. This defense is specifically to live Komoo's +1 Outrage. No, +2 Outrage, +1 Z Dragonium. If he gets to +2, it OHKOs. However, +1 Z does not. And Z Outrage from this attack OHKOs 76 HP Komoo. Why 76 HP? Because I went in and I looked, okay, what number of HP does he need to run from his speed creeping? Turns out he can throw 76 HP into his HP bar, and the rest will go into speed and of course max attack. So I figured this was a really cool set because Z Outrage will bop that thing from full and kill it. So if I can get rid of Komoo, that opens the door huge for my All Might to come on in and just start clicking more buttons. So yeah, that is pretty much the team. So just going over it again, Scarf Trio, Scarf Flygon, Specs Dialga, Mega Heracross, Agility Baton Pass, Zapdos, and Dragonium Outrage Torterra. With that, I will see you guys in the game. We'll be right back. Alright guys, we are back. Now, this game is on Showdown, as you guys are saying. I will address that later in the match. I will address that after the game. But just know that this was played on Showdown. So, with that being said, let's just hop right into it. So, I'm just going to lean off with my Flygon here. It leads well against anything on his team not named Scarf, Zydog. It can hit just about everything else, or just U-turn out. So that's just exactly what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go in against Rewt. Good luck, have fun, Rewt. Be sure to check him out. His links will be down in the description below. Good luck, have fun, like I said. Hopefully there's no hacks as usual. So he's just going to lead off with his Tornadus Therian here, and this is the freest U-turn of my life. I'm free to just click U-turn. I'm going to swap right into Dialga, and I'm going to take whatever hit he wants to go for, and I'm just gonna be a bulky boy, and I can fire off a Specs Ice Beam. So as you do see here, I do go right into the Dialga. He does click that Hurricane, as you also see right here. And that 20% will come off. It leads me to believe he does not have any special attack. In fact, he is like a Jolly set where his max special attack is gone. I'm just going to click Ice Beam here, as it will take out the Tornadus, as Tornadus will drop, and that will be the first kill of the thing. And I think Dialga's second kill of the season, or first, one of the two. However, Yikes will come on in, which is, of course, the Magearna. So my play 10 times out of 10 is to just go right into Ray-Bans, the Flygon, as the Magearna right here will just set up a shift gear. It'll get +2. Now, if he's modest to IO speed, if not, he clicks Moonblast and kills me. Otherwise, he lets me get free damage off no matter what. So as you can see, I will crit the Magearna. And so Magearna, unfortunately, gets crit. And something I learned after the game was this was weakness policy. It was a weakness policy Magearna, and my Earthquake did around 80%. Because I have no priority on my team, Magearna basically won there. And that is a huge turning point, because Magearna being down means I can play a lot more freely with Scarf Flygon, and I can also play a lot more freely with my Scarf Trio. Being able to, I can now freely, don't have to worry about Memento on the trio. I can click it whenever I need to. I can go into anything I need to and set up right away. So with Magearna being down, it changes the entire spectrum of the game. Now, yes, losing a mon sucks, but losing your win condition to a crit, when it literally, if it hit Focus Blast, it won the entire game. It was Moonblast, Flash Cannon, and Focus Blast. It would have taken me a little bit to realize he didn't have a fairy move, so Mega Heracross probably could have taken one, but after the Soul Heart boost, it might not have mattered. So, unfortunately, it does look like that is really, really bad for him. But he's going to go right into Electros here, as he will be levitating off the ground, so my Earthquake will not be able to hit him. I'm going to go right into my Trio, because I don't need Trio anymore because of it. So he's just going to click U-turn, which does 47%. Trio has no bulk whatsoever, guys. Like, it's laughable how bulky it isn't. He's going to go right into Como-O, as I don't want this thing setting up a whole ton, so I'm just going to click Scarf Toxic. I'm going to make sure this thing's on a timer. And now, because he is on a timer, I don't care what he does, so he's just going to go right for the +1/+1 with the Dragon Dance up in a Roo. So now Toxic is going to start wearing him down. It starts at 5%, of course, so I just need to swap out of here. I'm going to go right back into my Flygon, because Flygon's not needed anymore. It did its job, and I am happy with it. So he is just going to Dragon Dance again, getting a little greedy. However, this Toxic will start to wear down on him, and then he does not get refreshy other than like a Lumberry, which would have popped already. So Toxic going to start wearing down, as I am just going to let this thing die. So Flygon will drop to Como-O's Close Combat. However, Flygon did its job. It killed the Magearna, and that is fine with me. Now, he is still +2/+2, and the Toxic is going to start slowly chipping down at him away. Chip up and away, chip, So Ollie with the Trio will come on in here, and I'm just going to click Memento. Memento lowers his attack and special attack, so this means that he's at neutral. He may be at +2, however, Ollie will faint and lose its life. However, Earthquake will come on in. So Como does not pick up a kill. It loses its attack bonus, and it's at under half. So this is really, really good for my team, because Como being gone is very, very nice for me. It allows me to click Earth Power a little bit freer, and if I can get rid of the Electros, it's game. So Electros will come on in here, as I will decide, I'm just going to Agility up on here. So I'm just going to get to my +2 stage right here, and I'm just going to go right into my Mega Heracross and start attacking this man. So I will go right into my Mega Heracross right here, as the Baton Pass will come on out, and All Might will come on in. So the Electros is going to be able to hit Toxic, which is kind of bad. I'm in the same position as the Como was a little bit before. However, I'm just fine to start clicking buttons here now. So we're just going to turn this to normal speed, as I'm going to Mega Evolve, and I'm going to click Rock Blast 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times because of the ability. So as you can see here, Rock Blast will not do enough, as he's going to Super Fang, which is really solid prep on his part. So Toxic damage is going to start really wearing me down, as I'm just going to Pin Missile. As you guys will see here, it just barely misses out on the kill. So Super Fang will pull me in the range where Toxic will kill me. So unfortunately, Mega Heracross will go down. However, this is in range of Zapdos' Heat Wave. Now, the reason I click Heat Wave here is because Thunderbolt is a nice play, yes, but it also lets in the Zydog for free. And it also can do nice chip damage to the Como, but like I said, I cannot let Zydog in for free, especially if it's a DD variant. It's very scary for my team right now. Yes, I have a Torterra, however, I want to make sure I have that at decent health just to be sure. So AC/DC will pick up the kill on Electros with Heat Wave, and Zygarde 10% comes on in. Now, this is the easiest way for me to figure out what kind of set it is. So he's going to go right for return, as I figured out it's not banded, but it's max attack adamant. So Como will come on in here, so I'm just going to fire off my Dragonium Z, as Torterra will pick up its first kill of the season, dropping Como. As next up here, Tentacruel comes on in. Now this is where it gets a little dicey, because if he has Ice Beam, which I'm almost guaranteeing he does, I can go into Zapdos, I can sack that off, and I'm just going to try to get as much damage off as I can on it. Now, because my Zapdos is such a bulky variant this week, it gives me the opportunity to really soak up that Ice Beam. I can hit it with a Discharge, I can hit it with a Heat Wave, I can get guaranteed damage off of it. Now, Torterra's Earthquake does a minimum 64 to a max HP variant, so I need to make sure I can get it down under 60%, and then Torterra wins the game by clicking Earthquake twice. So as long as I can get damage off on it, I should be fine. So I'm going to do exactly that. I'm going to go right into Zapdos, as he's going to Ice Beam, and because I have such bulk, I'm freely going to click Thunderbolt, and it will put it down to 93%. He will get a Toxic Spike up, which isn't big, but it helps. It can't help his Zydog if Torterra comes on in. So I'm just going to click Heat Wave here, and I will guarantee put that Zygarde under range of Earthquake. Earthquake to Zydosh did 90%. I need to make sure he had some chip. So Heat Wave was the best possible play here. Some may not agree with it, but Heat Wave, it hit the Zydog, it hit the Tentacruel and killed the Tentacruel. So if Tentacruel dropped there, I can stay in with Zapdos, and it's fine. I can go right into my Torterra, or I can go right into my Dialga, and I can click Specs Ice Beam either way. So Heat Wave there was the play to win me the game, because it killed the Tentacruel and it hit the Zydosh. So that play will let me sack off my AC/DC, the Zapdos. However, Torterra can come on in here, and because it's locked into 1,000 arrows, because it is a Scarf Zydog, Torterra will pick up the kill on Zydosh, and last but certainly not is that 13% Tentacruel. Biome will live on 6% and will KO with Tentacruel, and that is your ball game. The Minnesota Twin Needles improved to 2-3, -6 now. So we are slowly chipping away at that deficit. So it is very important that we win this next week. I believe we face off against Tone and his Miami Marlins. So that will be a very fun game. I encourage you guys right now, though, to go check out Rewt. His links are down below in the description. Be sure to check him out. But I'm now going to talk. If you guys want to click off the video, you guys are more than welcome to. Peace out, scouts, for you guys. For the rest of you guys that want to stick around, this is why I'm on Showdown. So my DS actually is not showing its bottom screen at the moment. So I'm taking it into the shop this next Friday when I get paid, so I can fix up my DS. And so it's a little worrying with it. However, with me being able to fix it, hopefully, they said for around $50 would be the charge to fix my screen. I don't really have that right now because pay, but I digress. That's neither here nor there. So hopefully after, not this week, not next week, but the week after, we'll go back to Wi-Fi battles for that. But it does suck that I had to do 2 Showdown battles in a row for each league because of the fact that I have to do that because my DS is screwed. So I'm very sorry about that, guys. I hope you all can enjoy this Showdown. It is a little bit different. I much prefer Showdown over Wi-Fi anyway, but that's neither here nor there. with that, I'm going to get on out of here today, guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful afternoon. Peace out, Scouts.